everyone, thanks for coming back to the BNS channel. My name is Edie Ann. I'm an independent Scentsy consultant, been for over 12 years. Matter of fact, I've been in direct sales for over 24 years and half of that has been with Scentsy. So that's a good thing. You can tell in the title, today we're talking about using the law of attraction with your business. I've done it. I see it, I feel it, I hear it, and it is a very powerful tool that I think a lot of people are not utilizing. I also want to make a very small disclaimer. Some people feel that the law of attraction is against their religious beliefs. I am a Christian. I do know for a fact that the law of attraction is referred to multiple times in the Bible. And so therefore I take comfort in that. I do not refer to it as the universe. I refer to it as God. That's the only disclaimer I'm going to make. If this video is not for you, I'm super sorry. You can move on and that's totally fine. My feelings will not be hurt at all. I know that this works. I've seen it, felt it, hear it, see it, all of that good stuff, experienced it. And I want to share that with you today. Okay. So the first thing that an entrepreneur needs to do in any business, right, is make a business plan. Well, the law of attraction works within that by creating a plan, defining what it is that you want, and creating that in an image versus writing. Maybe you write it in a book. This is what I want. This is what I see happening. This is where I want to be. You hear the terms too when they say, where do you want to be in 5 years in your business? Those are the types of things. You need to define where and what you want and ask for it. So you're going to define what you want and you're going to ask for it. And when I say ask for it, I mean ask for it. Whether it's the universe, source, God, whatever. For me, I utilize my Christianity and it's, God, I really want to be successful in this business. I want to be making XYZ a month. I want to be able to travel to places. I want to be able to help my family. I want to supply. I want to be able to provide for them. I want to help my husband so he doesn't have to work so hard. Define what you want and to ask for it. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, be the hero of your day, not the victim. Okay, what does that mean? That means that you are focusing on what you want, not on what you don't want. You've also heard that saying before. It can be easier said than done. But I will tell you, the more you practice, the better you're going to get at it, okay? And so this is what I mean. Instead of saying, oh, I'm never going to be able to do this. I'm never going to be as successful as so-and-so. Why I'm not going to be able to earn those trips. Like, I don't know how to talk to people. Stop being the victim, right? And be the hero. Change that story so that it sounds more like, you know what? It is highly possible that I make as much as so-and-so. I know that I can go on those trips if I choose to and I work hard enough. I know that I can be a successful leader. I can lead. People can understand me. People can hear me. I can talk on stage. Change your story. The story that you tell yourselves about yourselves is the story that you believe. Listen to that again. The story you tell yourself about yourself is the story that you believe, and in turn, play out in your life, right? So if that is not a story that you want to be playing out, change it. Be the hero, not the victim. Number three, be aware that like attracts like. Let's go back to the previous one. If you're playing victim and you're constantly focusing on the things that you don't want or the things that you can't do, you're going to attract more of that. Seriously, like attracts like. It's seen, it's known, right? That's a magnetic force that is in our atmosphere. It's a magnetic force. So if you're saying, I can't do this, more of I can't do this is going to happen. But if you're saying things like, you know what, I can do this. I'm going to get up in the morning. I'm going to try. I'm going to do my best. More of that's going to happen. Please remember that like attracts like. Fourth thing, Believe that success is inevitable. We have built such a umbrella of doubt over us over the centuries, of doubt and not being able to believe that we can do things, right? I know that we believe in oxygen, but we can't see it. We do know what the outcome of not having it or having it is, right? We believe in many things that we cannot see, but we forget that we need to believe in ourselves and the hope and the drive that we have just as much as we believe in oxygen. Believe that your success is inevitable. It's already out there for you. It is just waiting for you. It is up to you to go and get it. It is there. It's inevitable. Your success is inevitable. Again, these things can be hard to believe. Trust me, over the centuries, we have programmed our brains to be unbelieving. We have programmed our brains to be doubtful. It's up to us to unprogram them. If we were able to program them to that, then we can program them to be believers, right? Number 5 is focus on the good. Don't focus on the bad, focus on the good. And there is so much bad to focus on that it can be very difficult to focus on the good. Now, focusing on the good, how do we do that, Edie? The first thing when you get out of bed in the morning, thank you, Lord, for the breath that you have given me to start a new day. Thank you for the job that I have, for the car that I can drive. Focus on, I am so glad that I had my granddaughters for 2 weeks. We had so much fun. There was so much laughter, so much joy. I'm going to focus on those things, right? When you see yourself starting to focus on some negative things, take the conscious effort to shift your brain into something that is a much better focus. Try to remember your favorite place, your favorite vacation, your favorite food, your favorite person, right? Switch the gears. You have to sometimes really switch the gear and be like, no, I'm not thinking about that. I'm going to think about lilies. Okay? Sometimes it's as silly as that to switch your brain, but you have got to be on it. You have got to be practicing it all the time. And eventually it's just going to be part of your being. Okay? Number 6, take inspired action. If you're inspired to do something, then do it. Right? And inspiration comes from joy. Inspiration can come from belief. You're inspired to do something you haven't done before, right? Create an environment that is inspiring for others, and you will be inspired. That is inevitable, okay? So take inspired action. 7, we kind of already did this, but practice gratitude. I feel that when I'm in a state of disbelief, that when I practice gratitude and I bring gratitude into the thought or into the words that I'm using, that it shifts everything. When I first started with Scentsy, I used to say affirmations of, I'm going to be a superstar director. I am a superstar director. I am a superstar director. And it always just felt, it felt okay. It was an affirmation. It was something that I was saying. I had a harder time connecting with it and believing it because to me it was just words. I am a superstar director. And then one day I started practicing gratitude, and the shift that it made was insane. Thank you so much for making me a superstar director. I don't know quite when it's going to happen, but thank you for making it happen. What a difference, right? When you add gratitude, thank you so much for the breath that I took today. Thank you for the food that I'm eating, for the hotel room that I'm staying in because there's a snowstorm. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Allow gratitude to propel you into a different level so that you are able to be more positive, more mindful, and allow that law of attraction to start working, right? And number 8 is to reframe time. We're constantly saying, I don't have enough time, I can't do that, that's not something I can do, Believing that you never have enough time to do anything will mean that you never have enough time to do anything. Subconsciously, your actions will match the belief. Things will crop up and you'll allow yourself to be distracted. You'll look for the ways to be proven right? Instead, try telling yourself that you have more than enough time to do everything that you want, that you are more than capable. Tell yourself there's no rush and that you are an expert of managing your time. Watch how your mindset shifts and how your actions align to make your belief a reality, right? So reframe your time. You're going to notice that a big thing on all of this is changing your verbiage, changing the way that you think about something or say something. It's super important to train your brain to believe in abundance, to believe that you are worthy, to believe that success is inevitable. If you are focusing, and going back to like attracts like, if you're focusing on the negative of your business, I can't book any parties, nobody wants to buy from me, then that's all you're going to get. I'm sorry to be so blunt, but that's all you're going to get. You're not going to get any parties. You're not going to get people to join your team if you are constantly telling a story of yourself that you can't. If you say you can't, you can't. It's how it works, okay? And guys, I think the last thing that I want to leave you with is to dream big. Because if you dream big, you shoot for the moon, you will land upon the stars, right? Dream big, because the steps along the way to get to that dream, that big dream, are going to be more fulfilling than you are experiencing right now, right? So as long as you're dreaming big, I always say, I had a friend that used to say, dream big and dream in color. Because I think that that's just a very important visualization that we forget to do in our own brains, that we can dream. It's okay to dream. Not hurting anybody. Not even, you're actually helping yourself, right? The law of attraction presents methods that undeniably lead to entrepreneurs thriving. So take that challenge. Take the challenge. Set aside any of your preconceptions and see if they work. See if it's something that, what can it hurt? What can it hurt? It can't hurt anything to try. Practice, practice, practice. Practice gratitude. Practice your mindset and your positive thinking. Practice your words, using positive words instead of beating yourself down. We don't need that, right? Practice and move forward. I just think that in the end, it's going to be worth it for you. I know it has been for me. And I constantly have to practice every day. It's not easy, especially when things from our outside world are bombarding us at all times. Practice, practice, practice. Okay, guys, listen, I wanted to share this thought today because I feel that it's a huge piece. It's a tool. The law of attraction is a tool, and whether you use it or not is completely up to you. And I think that a lot of us are missing the boat. I think a lot are not realizing how powerful our brain is and our thoughts. And I think that if you were to shift it up a little bit, change the story that you're telling, you would see a big difference. You would see a big, big difference. Okay. I hope you found this helpful. I do want to let you know that some of the verbiage that I used was from Forbes.com, believe it or not, right? Forbes.com had an article about utilizing the law of attraction for entrepreneurs. And I just thought that that was a very good topic for us today. So if you have any questions, leave them below. If you are already utilizing the law of attraction, I would love to hear those comments below as well. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye.